A 37-year-old driver, Mr. Nnamani Chukwunonso from Enugu State, was robbed of a company's car in his possession and his valuables in Agbor, Delta State on the 11th of May 2024. The stolen car is a black-color Toyota Camry LE 2013 model with registration number ENU 311KC belonging to LSK Logistics in Enugu. Since the incident occurred, Agbor vigilante group, led by Comrade Monday Kiyem, who rescued the driver from the bush where he was dumped, has been on top of the matter alongside with the police to ensure the culprits are brought to book and the car recovered. That's the arrow pointing at the suspect in a captured CCTV footage at the eatery in Asaba. A reward of 500,000 naira awaits anyone with useful information about the suspect or the car. You can reach out to any of the following numbers: 080-355-25282 or 091-228-41791. Any black-color Toyota Camry LE 2013 model with registration number ENU 311KC, either for change of color, sale, or purchase, should be questioned. Speaking with our PMTV correspondent, hear the driver as he narrates his ordeal.
My name is Nnamani Chukwunonso from Enugu State, 37 years old. I work with a company in Enugu called LSK Logistics. A job came. I was notified of the job on Friday to take somebody to Agbor and bring the person back to Enugu same day, which was Saturday the next day. I arrived at the office. Myself and the client, we proceeded on the journey from our office that Saturday morning. That was around 9:15 a.m. We started, heading straight to Agbor. When we got to Asaba, the client asked if I can make a stopover for him to get some refreshments. I said no problem, and I took him to one fast food, got some refreshments, came back to the vehicle and continued our journey to Agbor.
What brand of vehicle is it and what color?
Okay, it is a 2012 Toyota Camry, black in color. Registration number is ENU, that is Enugu 311KC. We got to Agbor around 11:30 a.m. in the morning.
So before you people stop at that fast food in Asaba,
We got to Agbor. Personally, the only place I know in Agbor is just the express. Maybe going to Lagos, going to Benin, just pass through the express. I don't know the town. So when we immediately got to Agbor, I told him, from here now, you have to direct me, because I've not been to this town before. Direct me to where exactly I need to take you. And I remember him on phone severally in the car, making calls, saying something like his tailor disappointed him for the senator outfit he was supposed to use for the occasion. He made that comment about 2 or 3 times on phone, that his tailor disappointed him. He's going to use another one when he gets to Agbor. So when we got to Agbor, he told me we will pick up 2 persons and then we'll proceed for him to pick up the senator that he wants to use in place of the one that he was supposed to use that the tailor disappointed him. So he directed me to where those 2 persons were. We got there. They were just standing by the road. Presently now, I can locate the place, but I don't know the name, but I can locate that place. They were just standing on the road. I got there. He identified them. I stopped, and they entered the vehicle. And then he directed me into the street, just where those boys were standing.
okay, what was the outfit of those 2 persons?
Those 2 boys were on senator outfits, both of them. One blue color, the second one kind of orange, dark orange. They were properly dressed like someone going for an occasion. So I picked them up. He directed me into the street immediately, just where those boys were, until we got to a building and they asked me to stop. I assumed that was his residence. That was where he was going to pick up his senator, the one he intends to use for the occasion. I stopped, put the car in park, but the engine was still running. Immediately, I put the car in park. I felt a nudge behind me, and I looked back, and I was seeing a gun and a second gun here. So I was still on seat belt. One of the guys behind quickly took control of the seat belt and used it to pin my neck to the seat. And they asked me that if I make any funny movement, I'll be shot dead instantly. I said, okay, no problem. I raised my two hands. They asked me to move over to the back seat from the front to the back without opening the doors. I was still in shock about what was happening, and the two boys behind dragged me by themselves. They unbuckled the seatbelt and dragged me from the driver's seat to the back. They tied my hands
Right inside the vehicle.
inside the
At this
vehicle.
point, the one that came to make the payment, what was he doing?
He was still at the passenger side in front, watching them. They tied my hands, tied my legs, and used masking tape to seal my mouth. They sealed it round like this for like 15 to 20 times, and then lied me face down on the seat. I was faced like this is the car seat. My face was like this on it, so I couldn't see anything. And then both of them sat on top of me. So they folded my leg and still sat on it like that. My hands were like this behind, and they sat on this shoulder. The other one was sitting on my leg, while my face was on the seat. At that point, I thought they were kidnappers or organ traffickers. That was my first conclusion. And I started praying to God, if they were organ harvesters or traffickers, that God should spare my life. Because at that point, I couldn't do anything. The main client I took from Enugu, who was still at the passenger side, after they had finished tying me up and sat on me, he came down from the car, went to the driver's side, and then drove off the vehicle. The client was speaking pidgin, while the two boys behind were speaking Agbor, and intermittently they would say some slangs. They drove for up to straight 30 minutes non-stop. I could tell the terrain we were passing at every point in time due to the fact that my face was on the seat. I could hear the sound of the road or the floor. If it was a paved surface, it would be very smooth and the movement of the car would be fast. If it was an unpaved surface, it would be bumpy. And also the sound of grass, I could hear it. So when we were on paved roads, I knew. The only thing is I don't know the direction we were going to, because I was face down. They will make a left here, next time they will make a right. I couldn't keep track. But they made sure they stopped at unpaved roads in a grassy area, because I kept hearing the sound. They would drive in a grassy area. I will feel the blades of the grass scrubbing under the car. They will drive for a while, stop, come down, and start ransacking the vehicle. The engine will be running, they won't switch it off. They will ransack, probably looking for the tracker. They will do that for, let's say, 10-15 minutes. They come into the vehicle again and they take off. They did this stop for up to 4 times. And the total time I spent with them in that car after they had taken control was beyond 2 hours. Because at the point where they took control of the vehicle, my estimation of the time should be between 11:14 and 11:50 in the morning. That is my estimation of when they took control. But when they dumped me in the bush, where they finally dumped me, and when I was rescued by Agbor Youth Vigilante, that was around almost 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So I knew I spent over 2 hours with them in the car. As God may have it, after all the drive around, they came to that particular area, dumped me in the bush, and made away with the vehicle. I waited for about 10 minutes to be sure they had left. I listened to the entire sound of the area, and I was hearing only nature, birds, crickets, and co, to be sure that there is no human being there. Because I thought maybe their other men or members could be, maybe they dropped me there for someone else to come and pick me up. So I waited for like 10 minutes. I didn't hear any human being sound. Then I started using my teeth to bite and nibble at the tape in my mouth until I successfully bit off a part of the sellotape so I could cry for help. I started crying for help. I cried for help for at least 30 minutes before rescue eventually came. The first sort of people that came were two boys. The two boys came, saw me, and they even thought it was a scam or a prank. They just told me, let's go and call our father. Their father came, saw me, and said, okay, he will call the authorities. So the father called Agbor Youth Vigilante. They came very quickly and found me tied up in the bush there. They asked me a few questions while I was still tied up and then proceeded to untie me. So that was my ordeal for that day. And I'm grateful to be alive. Very, very grateful. Efforts were made seriously to track the vehicle. It was tracked, it was followed from location to location. It was tracked that Saturday, it was tracked on Sunday. With the information sent, we couldn't locate the vehicle where the tracker said it was. At each location we got to, the vehicle wasn't there after all the search. Immediately, the vigilante rescued me. The first people I got in touch with was the management of the company. And they've been aware of every development from that day till this moment. The chairman of Agbor Youth Vigilante, when he spoke with my company head, he told him that I'm under his care and he will do everything to make sure I'm well taken care of until this matter can be resolved.
Keep watching PMTV Africa.
Keep watching PMTV Africa.
Keep watching PMTV Africa.
I'm giving a shout out to PMTV, People's Mind.
Hi guys, keep watching PMTV Africa.
Hey everybody, keep watching PMTV.
Hey guys, keep watching PMTV.
Nigerians, wherever you are, whatever you keep on watching People's Mind Television, PMTV.